Hey everyone, welcome back to Chan's English Corner. Today we've got a super quick, rapid-fire explainer for you. Look, if you're learning English, you've probably hit a wall trying to figure out which exact word to use when you're talking about your future plans, right? Well, today we're going to completely demystify 3 of those pesky little words that literally trip up so many learners. So, let's just dive right into it. Aim, goal, or objective. I mean, think about it. If you're writing an essay, giving a big presentation, or just, chatting with a friend at a coffee shop, which one of these should you actually be using? It's a fantastic question. And to get to the absolute bottom of it, we're going to look directly at how native speakers actually use these words out in the real world.
Okay, first things first, take a deep breath. Seriously, you're going to be so relieved to hear that they are often used interchangeably. That's right. There is really, honestly, very little difference between them in the grand scheme of things. So, if you've been stressing over picking the absolute perfect one every single time, you can totally relax. Native speakers swap these words out all the time without even skipping a beat. But having said that, if you really want to sound incredibly natural and precise, there are a few subtle nuances you definitely need to know.
All right, here's the real secret. Choosing the right word basically comes down to the contrast between everyday spoken English and formal writing. In your day-to-day spoken English, goal is absolutely going to be your most common go-to word. Just use goal. But when you switch gears into more formal writing, like say you're typing up an academic paper or a professional business report, well, that's exactly when you want to reach for aim or objective. Dropping those words in instantly elevates the formality of your language. It's kind of like putting a suit and tie on your vocabulary.
Now, another absolutely crucial difference here is specificity. An objective is generally way more specific than a general goal. To put that into perspective, a broad ambition like improving healthcare for children, well, that's a general goal, right? But providing exactly 10,000 children with vaccines, boom, that measurable, concrete target, that is an objective. Now, actually, scratch that. I should mention that in casual conversation, most people are just going to use goal for both anyway. You'll hear someone make a really broad statement like, my goal is to get healthy, but you'll also hear them use it for super specific things like, my goal is to lose 20 pounds by the summer. So yeah, in everyday speech, goal is just incredibly versatile.
Okay, so beyond just the meaning, there is also a really fun little grammar twist when it comes to the word aim. Look, we know that the words goal and objective are strictly nouns, right? They're just things. But aim is super flexible. It functions beautifully as both a noun and a verb. As a noun, you might say something like, the aim of this project is to increase our students' motivation. But watch what happens when we use it as an action, a verb. We're aiming to increase our students' motivation. See that? It just gives you fantastic flexibility in how you build your sentences. And honestly, it really keeps your English sounding dynamic.
So, what does this all mean for us? Well, we've broken down the everyday goal, the formal objective, and that grammatically flexible aim. Now, it's totally up to you to put it into practice. So I gotta ask, what is your goal for today? Or, maybe I should ask, what are you aiming to achieve right now? Take these words, use them confidently, and whatever you do, please don't overthink it. Thanks so much for joining me for this quick explainer. Keep practicing, keep aiming high, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.